So Satan walked in the midst of the fiery stone, and out of that he brought forth his deception. You will think that somebody that is walking in the presence of God, because you will find that cherubims, they walk in fire. So as the anointed cherub, he walked in fire. And you say, Nadia, but how do you know this? Ezekiel 10:6-7. When the Lord commanded the man dressed in linen, take fire from between the wheels, from between the living creatures, the man went in and stood by a wheel. One cherub put out his hand to the fire that was among them, took some of the fire and put it in the hands of the man dressed in linen. Then the man took the fire and went out. Cherubs dwell within fire. They walk within fire. So Satan now comes out of that and begins to operate with strange fires. Because the fires that Satan burns now is not the fires of God. It's the fires that he has created. And we will show you that God had a great disdain for this kind of deception. When Nadab and Abihu, these were supposed to be priests in the temple of the Lord. I want you to go there. When Nadab and Abihu went before the presence of the Lord, the origins of fire in the temple of the house of God was that God will come as a fire and burn the offering within his temple. And so Nadab and Abihu went ahead and put strange fires before God. And God killed them on the spot. There were no two ways about it.
Wait, was it not the same Nadab and Abihu that went with Moses and the other 70 elders of Israel to see God?
Yes. So God does not joke with the profane, the mixture, them bringing in fire, because right from the creation of the temple in the wilderness, the fire that was lit in the temple was a fire that God himself ignited. God himself ignited that fire. And you'll find that in Leviticus 11-13. Read that in your own time. And God established in verse 12, but the fire must be kept burning on the altar. It must not be allowed to go out. The priest must put more firewood in the altar every morning, place the whole burnt offering on the fire, and burn. The fire must be kept burning in the altar all the time. It must not be extinguished.